Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I got some great clips from you for, no, that's terrible. We gotta restart that. Boop, 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 boop. Rewind. Let's start again. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I got some great clips for you. We're gonna go over some ISO stuff. We're gonna talk about some XRP updates, and I'm gonna give you some personal feelings on what I think is going to happen here in the grand scheme of things. But wanted to do some housekeeping. We had a giveaway for the Constellation DAG interview video. We were giving away $1,000, 500 to 2 amazing people, and I want to go ahead and pull this up really quickly. And so if you're watching this, it looks like Jeremy with a bunch of Y's, you have won. Go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter. And Nuclear Power 34, you guys are a winner, so thank you for participating. And we have actually giveaway going right now too. We're gonna give away 1 million Luna Classic, 500,000 to 2 people. You have to be subscribed to the channel and you have to comment to qualify for that. We're gonna be doing that to the end of the month. I'll probably do some XRP giveaways too, even though I value XRP over anything else. But I want to, be good to you guys and have some fun stuff. So I appreciate the 741 subscribers. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd really appreciate that, and click the bell if you want more content from this wacky, crazy person who loves crypto. So let's get into it. I watched this clip a couple days ago, and I did find it extremely interesting. And so DIA here, he actually clipped the juicy parts of what this guy was saying. It's actually an 8-minute video, but go ahead and let's listen to what this guy's saying. He actually has a friend who is very high up, I guess, in the banking system, and I guess they are liquidity providers. And so there's some information and some juicy bits here. So let's go ahead and listen, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I've got 2 things that hit me really hard about Bob and I's conversation this morning. Number one,
So Bob is the guy's friend who he was talking to, okay? Just some context. It's always a Bob.
Doesn't know anything about XRP.
Come on,
doesn't
Bob.
know anything about XLM. The only thing he knows is that he's meeting with a company called Ripple. Give you a little background on who Bob is. He's a market man.
Okay, sorry guys. This guy's redoing his house. That's why he's out in nature. So forgive him, but he does have a really cool YouTube channel. I'll try to post it in the link below. But here, let's get back to Bob.
Maker. Those of you know what market makers are. Most of them on the retail level all create liquidity for the market. They grease the wheel for the bid, ask, and offer market to keep the market moving and flowing. I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's what he does. He does it on a completely different, higher level. He does it not internationally, but he does it on a global liquidity market that is
not internationally, but global. What's the difference? I don't know, but let's continue.
Really important to keep the world's economies moving. He would explain it totally different, but I'm trying to keep it in layman's terms here for you guys, for all of us.
Thank you.
Not just you guys, me as well. He was notified last week that they'd be meeting in a couple of weeks with a company called Ripple. He didn't know anything about Ripple, like most of us.
Come on, Bob. Gotta learn, baby.
I told him, no, that's the parent company of XRP. He goes, well, I've heard of XRP.
Okay. Parent company of XRP, guys. Okay. For people that don't know, XRP is the ledger, right? Ripple has built their banking software on top of the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger has hundreds of projects that are going to be built out over it. You got Sologenic, Flare, right? There's a lot of things coming to the XRP ledger, but it's not sister or parent company. Just so we're clear. Let's continue.
I don't know what it does or what it is. I know there's some kind of lawsuit. I said, yeah, we've talked about that before, Bob. He's like, yeah, okay. What do you know about what's happening? And he said, well, I know that we're going to provide liquidity for what they said is a new market that they're forming.
New market. Okay.
And I thought, a new market. And he said, yeah, it's not a retail market. It's more of a public market.
Okay.
It's like a public market. Wow. A CBDC? And he said, I don't know what that is exactly. What is that? And I'm like,
how is Bob in banking and he doesn't know what a CBDC is? I don't know, but Bob, if you're listening, if you're watching this, maybe you should subscribe to the channel. You gotta start understanding some of this stuff, okay? If you're in international banking and you don't know what Ripple is and you don't know what a CBDC is, Bob, we gotta educate you. I digress.
Central bank digital currency? He said, no, that can't be it. I said, well, why don't you believe that could be it? He said, well, we don't deal with the central banks.
Not yet.
I'm like, well, have you floated liquidity or created liquidity for markets internationally with any kind of digital? Yeah, digital money and this and that. And I said, who'd you do that with? Oh, we only work when we work with a government level. We only provide liquidity for the Treasury Department. Yeah. For who?
The Treasury.
The Treasury Department, Alan. Why? And I'm like, what do you mean, why? Do you have any idea, like the Treasury Department's going to have their own CBDCs? And he goes, no, I don't know that. All I know is we're meeting with a parent company called Ripple. I don't even know if it's going to be about XRP, but we're meeting with them, and we provide liquidities for treasuries. Huh. And as you can imagine, my mind exploded.
Like, he's still picking his brains up off the, the house that's being, maybe that's why he's having to redo his house, brains all over the kitchen. We'll have to see how this progresses. I'll stay tuned to his channel, see if there's any more updates from Bob on this, but come on, Bob, we gotta get you back in the game. All right. Guys, so Swift really is, working to go with, instant payment, instant settlement. Here's something about Swift Go, right? So let's go ahead and listen to this. I listened to this a couple of times, but here, let's get into this. This is just posted here. Boop. Loading. That's not good. Come on. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
Swift has taken is Swift Go. How is that a game changer for low value payments?
Well, it is. Swift Go is a game changer for low value payments. In a nutshell, it's what Swift Go is bringing to low value payments is similar to what Swift GPI has brought to wholesale payments. And it's good also to look at, to put it in context, the great work that the G20 with the BIS have been doing towards enhancing cross-border payments. They now have come up with very specific targets across different areas: speed, cost, transparency, and access. And you take speed, for example, the target is that by 2027, 75% of all international transactions would reach end beneficiary accounts within an hour. Well, just with Swift GPI, we are already at close to 50% of all transactions on Swift reaching end beneficiary accounts within 5 minutes. So, and of course, we know that the whole Swift community is moving towards instant and frictionless. So it is a great ambition to have, not only in wholesale, but also in retail, where you could say that the Swift community is kind of a challenger. But what Swift Go is bringing is the possibility to have the same rails to be used in the back end with all the controls and with the right innovation to be able to serve, to help our customers serve their customers, SMEs, consumers, with appealing new services.
Excellent.
So, guys, Swift really
Step
has
forward,
to,
that Swift.
They have to push this way, right? With Ripple and innovation. I mean, I do believe Ripple can be or is going to be a white label for Swift and some parts of that. Of course, that's kind of all up in the air. No one knows for sure. Everyone's kind of guessing, could Ripple be this white label that comes in and helps Swift do all these payments? We're just going to have to see how this plays out. But just know that we are moving to this frictionless system for payments. CoinsKid actually posted this. This is kind of old, but I just thought it was fun to check it out, right, guys? So you have like RippleNet here versus Swift. Brad Garlinghouse is a savage out here. He's a CEO, and then it doesn't really matter who's in Swift. But Ripple is now 300 financial institutions and growing every day. And I got some news for you here in a couple minutes. This is the old system, right? Up to 10 days in settlement time, right, guys? That's the old system. 6% of international transactions fail. that's billions and billions of dollars globally, worldwide, every year. So, you know, instant settlement, liquidity sourcing, right? Swift is obviously having to work on that. FX rates, you know, the technology behind Ripple and the XRP ledger is just far better than what Swift can come up with out of nowhere. So I do think there's going to be a time where you're going to see Ripple and Swift working together. You know, whether that's announced, I mean, they got to kind of keep that on the DL, but we're going to see how this plays out, and I'll keep you updated on this channel. But here we go. Ripple new partner, right? This, you feel like every day you get one of these, right? Welcoming 2 ODL partners today. Lemonway is our first ODL partner in France, and XBot is our first ODL partner in Sweden, right? So Sweden's, you know, working down with a corridor down in the Philippines. Together, we're making it easier for consumers and businesses and regions to make real-time payments, guys, right? You know, we don't really need to get too much into this article, but just know that every day Ripple is making new partnerships, right? The SEC lawsuit, I mean, guys, that SEC lawsuit is just, we're just waiting, right? There's going to be a settlement. They do not want to hand over Bill Hinman's emails and documents, right? Because they know inside of those emails and those documents, there's a problem, right? That's why they don't want to turn it over. You know, if you've ever tried to kind of, you know, lie about something to a friend or a family member, and then they're like, hey, show me the text messages. You're like, I'm not going to show you my text messages. That's crazy. Well, the proof's in the text messages, right? Or whatever it is. So, you know, whether it gets settled next week, next month, or next year, it's going to get settled, right? And Ripple will come out on top of this because they can't really do, you know, they can't defend themselves properly if they don't have access to this stuff. The judge already deemed, what, 5 times that the SEC has to turn it over. So anyways, Ripple's ODL payouts in 25 markets: Singapore, Malaysia, Poland, Indonesia, Thailand, and more. I feel like it could be like a song, right? Singapore, Malaysia, Poland. Anyways, Lemonway, XBot, Fincy, Flash FX, FOMO Pay, iRemit, Navati, People. Sorry, I messed that up. SBI Remit, companies releasing benefits on ODL. And then it says Ripple's ODL enables payouts in 25 markets. And that's just basically what I said to you. So Stetis does post a lot of great information and content. You should go ahead and check out his channel. And then we have, here we go. Ultimately, all of that escrowed XRP will be owned by institutions for Nostro replacement as bridge currency is potential for other use cases, right? So we know that, what, 50 billion XRP is locked up in escrow. Every month, 1 billion XRP gets released, and they, you know, give it to partners or whatever they want to do. If there's anything left over, they go ahead and put it back into escrow, and it just cycles through. So this is saying that maybe all of that locked up XRP will go to, you know, CBDCs, financial institutions, to kind of liquidate the market, right? Can you imagine half of the supply of XRP going to some of these big institutions? You know damn well they're going to use it. So we'll just have to see how this plays out, guys. It's just such interesting stuff, right? So payments infrastructure news at payment_infrast. Breaking, delay in the timetable for ISO 20022. Harmonization as a part of the G20 roadmap for enhancing cross-border payments. The harmonization process is being extended by 1 year to the end of 2023 as a next step, and the joint force will publish harmonization. So here we have action: CPMI members and national authorities of other jurisdictions supporting the adoption of harmonization version ISO 20022 to continue work on future plans to set out publicly their commitment for adoption of a harmonized why do we keep seeing harmonized version of the ISO 22 standards, cross-border payments, CPMI, to take stock of ISO 2022 migration plans for individual jurisdictions. And now we have the new action, right? Proposed change, new action. Payment system operators supporting the adoption of a harmonized version of ISO 20022 will continue to work on future plans and set out publicly their commitment for adoption of a harmonized version of the ISO 20022 standard. For cross-border payments, the market practice groups to align their guidelines with CPMI harmonization guidelines, CPMI to take stock of ISO 20022 migration plans of individual jurisdictions, right? We know that ISO was supposed to start November of this year, and it's supposed to go 3 years, right? And all these bank and institutions have to be on the new standards by 2025. Timetables will shift, guys. It is crypto. I mean, how many times have you heard of, hey guys, we're gonna have mainnet out next week, and then it, like 3 months later, you're like, is mainnet still coming? That's with, right, DAG, Flare, I mean, a bunch of other projects, right? There's always pushback with adoption and people getting together. But, you know, I did like this, Kuramoto for you posted this. You know, guys, Ripple is everywhere, right? Accenture, they do 13 billion a day in transactions, right? They have what, like 5,000 financial or SMEs that they work with. You have Bank of America with, you know, who's a Ripple partner, SCB, SBI Holdings. How many banks in Japan are using RippleNet? I mean, it's kind of crazy, guys. You have HSBC here, Temenos, Santander. I mean, guys, you know, BlackRock, R3 Swift, you know, if you're not holding XRP, I don't know what's wrong with you, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, there's always people who are going to believe in the new system. And there's always going to be people who don't believe that end up saying, oh shit, I had the chance to buy, you know, at 40 cents or 50 cents, but I listened to my neighbor's friend's uncle who doesn't know anything about crypto and he said it's all a scam. Turns out maybe your friend's brother's uncle was wrong. I did like this, guys. You know, I pulled this up from Riz XRP. You know, Quant is probably one of the greatest assets you're going to be able to hold in crypto. If you've been in the Cryptonaires community, you've known about Quant since we've opened. I was posting about Quant back when it was $30, $40. You know, if you didn't get a bag back then, you're buying now at $160. So, you know, it is what it is. Being in a community that helps, you know, and educates you on crypto might be of value to you. All the way, it's up to you. But look at this. Quant is in the center of all of this. It's in the center of all of this, guys, right? Interoperability, right? So you have, you know, your APIs, your Visa, your MasterCards, your Corda, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin. I mean, it's all here, guys. You know, everything's going to go through Quant. I do see Quant being a 5 to 6 digit token here over the next 5 years. You know, less supply than Bitcoin. I think there's like 14 million Quant out there, and it has just utility out the wazoo. I do appreciate you guys sticking through the whole video here. If you want to go ahead and leave a comment, a like, I would really appreciate it. It is going to help grow the channel. Subscribe, please. We really appreciate that. And if you want to get into a crypto community that is going to help educate you and help you grow and you know, bring in new projects and really help you identify good deals and things like that, Cryptonaires.com. We have a 7-day free trial right now. All you got to do is sign up at Cryptonaires.com, and we'll see you around the community and the Discord. Appreciate you.